Namaste and welcome to Soul Family. This video is about uh, comparing Isha Foundation's inner engineering versus Vipassana technique. I did both of these meditation techniques, and I want to share my view. And if anyone or people who are looking for choosing which one they would like to go, maybe this video might help them. So I did inner engineering first, and then I did Vipassana. Um, Comparing inner engineering to Vipassana, inner engineering is anyone can do inner engineering. You don't need a basic foundation of a spiritual life or um, any kind of prerequisites. You don't need anything. You can begin. It's an online course for 7 days and 1.5 hour sessions per day, which also includes Sadhguru's discourse. It's like almost like 1 hour worth of discourse and probably 20 to 30 minutes worth of meditation. And discourses are Sadhguru's discourse is just amazing. It's mind blowing to me because it opens up so many dimensions if you're ready to understand what he's trying to put, because he's doing his best to give all this the explanation of deeper subjects in the easy way as possible. So I really liked Sadhguru's discourses because I always used to look forward to for the next day's discourse because and also the meditation, both of them. Um, so before, like, if you're a person who are in a busy life, who have a 9 to 5 schedule, and you are in a stressful job, or you are in a place where you cannot take much time out for yourself. We really can take time out, but the importance we give to the situations before we get into these techniques, or to the stuff which is not needed, the real importance we give, which is not important, more important than us. It is like we are more important than what all we really do in work life. So yeah, if you're in that kind of situation, because I was working a full-time job in IT when I took inner engineering. Like, it's like, we want to squeeze ourselves more. We don't know for what, but more production. Or it's kind of like you drink 2 coffees a day and you just want to, like, run and run and run and run and do stuff, right? It's always like doing and doing and not settling in our being. So at that point, I took inner engineering, and uh, which is really easy to do because of you don't need much spirituality, or you don't need much uh, work done before you get into inner engineering. It's really basic, and but it helps in a very good way to shape your life the way you want to shape your life. This is a tool which sounds really simple, and it's really simple to do too, like when the meditation practice itself. But it can change a lot. Can The secret to this is continuity. Every day, no matter what happens, or you do this at least one time. Inner engineering is like at least one time for 30 minutes. So if it's like at least for 20 minutes, if we can't go further. But if you really get a taste of it, I don't think you would skip doing meditation. It's like, once, it's all it takes is for us to get that dip into meditation, and once we tasted it, it's like, there's no turning back now. we will make time for that. There's no way of skipping it, because there's nothing like it. It's like you're connecting with yourself. So that's there, and it's like 7 day sessions and 1.5 hour for 7 days. It's like, it's not that bad. It's anyone can do this. Even the busiest people on the planet can take out 1.5 hour a day and do it. So I would definitely recommend this for people who are into jobs, into a busy schedule with kids and all that. I would highly recommend inner engineering, because it's going to open up the space of meditation for you if you never meditated before, and if you have a little bit of meditation practice before but not serious. Inner engineering is, it's like you are rewriting your life the way you want it. And it's a slow process, but you'll see the changes really quick. It's kind of like, if you do it for 3 months, it's like, it's gonna blow your mind. It's so simple, and you'll be like, oh my god, this is just these are just so simple techniques, but if you follow it, it's like the reward is pretty good. So yeah, that's about it with inner engineering. And coming to Vipassana demands certain discipline. It's serious business. It's like Isha Foundation and Sadhguru has some deeper stuff too, like Shunya Intense and Shambhavi Mahamudra. These are the next steps after inner engineering. So, but inner engineering is necessary, because before doing all the deeper ones, inner engineering is definitely necessary, because it's going to set your mind in a way where you already tried to balance your mind, and you already have a clear mind. That's what inner engineering does. You'll be like, you'll be ready for going deeper. It's not like you suddenly got a shock and you just, oh my god, this is like, sudden shock of realization can not be that easy to deal with because Vipassana is deeper. It's like it might show you the universal truths which will move you from the place you are in right now, and the work life you're having, the things you think which you think were important, suddenly they'll fall right in front of you. Because the deeper truths, we are very programmed. We are so programmed that we don't even understand how deep the programming is. Since we came out of the womb, the programming began. So the sudden jolt of consciousness, it might like shock some people, but that shock will wake you up too. Inner engineering is a very subtle process. It's a very subtle process where you work with yourself first, and you set your mind to a point where you're like, okay, this is what my life should be, this is what my emotions should be, this is what my thoughts should be, this is where I want to lead myself, this is how I should look, this is how I want to maintain my life, this is the way I'm picturing my life. This is all inner engineering. So the first 7 days you keep continuing, you practicing for like 3 months or something. Or if you're already there, the people who had good meditation, for some people, it depends. For some people, the very first day they can have a deeper experience. That depends on how much work they already did in this life and past lives, if you want to believe in that. Whatever they did, it's like it can open up already, and they can take it too. So there are terms called old souls and all that, right? So I'm not going to go deeper. I'm not going to go into that at all, because I want to keep this information logical. And that basic foundation would be really good within inner engineering. So I definitely recommend that for beginners. Vipassana demands certain kind of discipline in the body. Physically, you need to be little fit. I would say you don't need to be fit like muscles and all that, but flexibility of your body. And because you're sitting down for 10 days, for 10 hours a day. Sitting down for 10 hours a day is like, we don't do that often. No one does it often, right? and that too you need to keep your spine erect so that your energy would be erect. You're diverting your whole energy to your mind. So all your energy is focusing on the mind, um, and that can be challenging for a lot of people. And also, Vipassana is you have to remain in silence for 10 days. For the people who are more agitated in their life and who like to talk a lot, or who are addicted to their phones, their iPads, to computers, to chewing data all the time, reading, and it's like this. A lot of people doesn't even know that they think that they're doing it for their job, it's their interest, it's their passion, it's their that and this, but Vipassana is getting you back into your mind and in your body completely, totally. Everything you know who you are so far, you're shutting that entire thing down and going in deeper into your mind and into your body and experiencing everything what's happening. So your focus is intensely, your whole mind's focus is intensely driven to certain parts of the body to analyze it. And that can be a little shaky for beginners. It definitely can be. And if they do it right, it'll definitely give deeper experiences. Where I can give an example for this. um, you might lose interest in the things you were doing before you sat down for Vipassana. Whatever you thought the things you are important in your life, the money, the lifestyle, or whatever, that might go. There is a chance. There's a very good chance that you might change the view on it for a short period of time, not for long. For a short period of time, it'll help you in a very deeper way. It's a very deep subject. Vipassana is an amazing tool. It's a very powerful tool. If you want to go deeper into meditation, Vipassana can take you there. That too, in the first 10 days only, it can take you there. It can give you the sample of how deeper experience and what samadhi really means. It did happen to me. It was mind blowing to me because I was not expecting that at all. So that can happen. And waking up at 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, the first bell rings at 4 o'clock in the morning, and by 4:30 you gotta start meditating, and you can't just be there and sleep in your room, because there are people who will be meditating in the rooms too. So you have to adjust to that. So it's better to, I would recommend, if you're considering Vipassana, then it's better for you to try adjusting your cycle, your schedule to the Vipassana schedule. It's on the website, and you could go and like Dhamma.org, I guess, Dhamma.org or .com, I don't remember, but you can see the code of discipline, and there are principles, and you need to adapt to that. So before doing it, like sitting for at least couple of hours every day, or like whenever you get a chance, sitting in lotus pose and keeping your spine erect, whenever you get, and how much time you can sit in that posture, in the lotus posture, would be really helpful before going to Vipassana. Because if you're already a meditator, and if you already had meditation experiences before, and you daily meditate, or you meditate weekly, or whenever you get a time, and you have certain props, like you have certain chairs, or sitting down, or whatever, your meditation bench or something, please do bring that. If you already have a certain kind of setup where it can help you to sit down in lotus posture for a longer time, whatever that is, you definitely want to consider taking them to the course. And Vipassana, you have to dedicate yourself completely for 10 days. You have to give it a good clear shot, because otherwise there is no point in going there. It's like it doesn't make sense, because and also it's not a solution for something where you get in and you have this experience, and then you think everything would be all right about whatever the people who are posting on YouTube or whatever. It doesn't happen with everyone. It's like, no, it depends on how much work you already did in your life spiritually. So that's there. And Vipassana can change your life in an unexpected way. There is a chance. There is a chance that it can definitely do that, because when we understand the deeper wisdom and deeper truths, I'm not saying it in a native manner. No, I'm doing Vipassana, so I'm not good. So, but the thing is, there can be sudden surprises in Vipassana, and if you don't know how to calm your mind and you never did that before, uh, or if you never did any meditation before, or it's like it can be a little hard on your system for sure, but your body can adapt very soon. It'll be very surprising to see how fast your body can adapt. Yeah, so these are the two differences between, like, inner engineering is absolutely anyone can do that. Vipassana, I would consider it after doing inner engineering. So luckily I did it before I did Vipassana. I did inner engineering before I did Vipassana, and I'm happy about it because uh, if I go to Vipassana for the first time and I have no experience in meditation, no experience in sitting down, no experience in spirituality, no experience in the principles of Buddha, whatever Buddha was teaching, I was luckily I was introduced to some of the techniques or some of the principles. Like, probably mostly a lot of Indian people has this in the culture. So somewhere when they're growing up, we always, from movies, from elder people or wherever, we heard these things about impermanence and how everything is impermanent, and these were already in my mind, like ingrained in my mind. So those are all just blossoming when I went to Vipassana. It's like, oh my god, this is, I've been listening to this stuff all my life, but I never experienced it. So this is this, I know things are impermanent, but how impermanent is, it's gonna blow your mind, because Vipassana is like, it's moment by moment impermanence. It's not like something you have a flower and like in a couple of days it'll go bad and it's gonna decompose. That's a whole different story. But this is moment by moment, and you're observing it. It can change a lot. It can change a lot in a person's life. So yeah, these two are amazing techniques. And um, after inner engineering, there is one more technique called Shambhavi Mahamudra, which I'm really interested in. Like, I'm damn ready for that. But I had to wait till April or May, because Sadhguru is coming to US at the time, and he's teaching it by himself. He's conducting it, so I'm definitely attending that. There's no doubt, because that Shambhavi is in my mind since long time, and I have to like get down. And I know the process, but I cannot initiate myself into it. This is not something I'm going to watch something and try it. No, I'm not going to do that. I need a proper initiation for this, because this is something very deep for me. Shambhavi can be. It's like this. How can I say? This is something which bonds the molecules. This is Shambhavi is something like that to me. So bonds the techniques I'm doing. So yeah, that's the next level. So Shunya intense, or Shunya in inner engineering, after inner engineering. These are like Shambhavi and Shunya. These are after after you do inner engineering. The inner engineering is the prerequisite for those. and it's a very well structured, because anyone can do that. Vipassana is for serious people. If you really want to get down into meditation so deep that meditation is becoming your life, when that's your thing, because that's happening to me. I don't care about job. I don't care about, like I said, the things which were important to me before, the person I was before, he just walked and slipped over. He's dead. Seriously, he's dead. It's kind of like my whole thing changed in the past 2 years. My complete view on life, my personality, the way I look, the way everything changed completely. So, and it's like, Vipassana can get you there in the first experience, in the first 10 days itself. A lot of people might not be ready for that. So this is just my view on it. Um, but don't take my view as your decision making. Please do your own research, and because some people are already ready in their own life for Vipassana, or from Shambhavi or something, because this if I start explaining this might sound little different, or little, like, out of logic, but it all depends on how much work you did in this life and past lives. Even Buddha talks about it. If you're ready, then you don't. It's like with me in Vipassana, in the first 5 days, the experiences where the teacher was talking about in the last 5 days happened to me in the first 5 days. The first day itself, on the second day morning, that means I went into a samadhi, which is not deeper, but I have the taste of samadhi, how it was. I'm thinking it's like 2-3 minutes of samadhi. I was in that state, which I explained it in the longer video, in other video, about my Vipassana, my life experiences, how my life experience took me to Vipassana experience. Uh, I was not expecting that. I was like, I had no idea. That's how Vipassana is. It can get Sunya is the same thing. Sunya is you're focusing your entire mind's strength and energy into a single point. You're just like, then you enter, that's called samadhi. Once your intensity is like, once your mind is one pointed, you're focused on one point, then it's like you entered the samadhi. There are 10 different kinds of samadhis. Eight samadhis are achievable by the body, I guess. Other two were way out of it, and yeah. So other two, if you enter those dimensions, they say that you had to leave your body immediately, or at the time you will leave your body, because your body cannot. You entered the space. You entered something super consciousness where your body can hold it. So that's what enlightened masters say or talk about it. But that's a long, that's a way long way. So it's like, Anyways, so but I did not even know that that's called a samadhi when I was in that zone. After I came back, and it took me a while. But I spoke with the teacher, but I couldn't get much information about it. He just said it's like, it's not a big deal. If it's a body bliss, I would take it easy. If it's like you had this body buzz, because body buzz was there too. That when you enter samadhi, you have these bliss feelings and everything, and it'll come out, and you're out of your body. So I was interested in the mind part, because there was no mind. It's like, it is hard to describe. It's like I cannot even put a single word on this experience. So, but I had to look for it. Like, what is this thing? It's just body things, and body joyful, blissful feeling. That's a different thing. But the mind part that's when I started understanding, okay, this is what samadhi is. And I looked into, like, okay, there are 10 different kinds of samadhis. And So Vipassana can take you to deeper places in meditation. If you're ready for it, if you're willing to go deeper, Vipassana is definitely, you would definitely like it, because it's a technique with no bullshit. it's it's like it's out of experience. It's completely out of experience. There is no dogma in it. There is no religion in it. It's very scientifical process which can shake your life, which did for me. In a good way, in a good way. But it takes some time. It'll take some time for us to understand what's going on, and then it took me 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks almost to understand about samadhi, and it took me 2 weeks to get out of vipassana zone, because it took me in a zone where uh, I'm still maintaining my silence most of the time, other than making this video and talking to people once a week or something like that, or not even once a week. After vipassana, I'm only making these videos. So I'm just texting few people, that's all. I didn't meet anyone so far, because the space I was in, I just don't like to disturb it. It is so pure. um, and I want to continue as long as I can before I break in, or break my silence, or uh, in the sense, talking to people normal about daily normal stuff, because it's not in my interest anymore. It's like my interest changed into something else now. It's like I want to go deeper into meditation, and I like to find more people who are into this, and things like that. I have some friends who are into IT, and some friends who are mildly into meditation, but not deeper. So I am definitely, like, looking for more people who are into deeper zones into meditation. Yeah, so this is the difference between inner engineering and vipassana. You choose for yourself, and this is the conclusion I want to give for this video. Is like, if you're a beginner, I would definitely advise go with inner engineering at Isha Foundation. It's gonna help you to create your life the way you want it first. Then you understand, okay, what meditation can do for you and what meditation is. uh, Once you get down there, once you, like, establish yourself into Shambhavi Mahamudra or something, then you can consider, or, like, you can definitely go for Vipassana. This is what I'm thinking to do so far. Inner engineering is the one I begin my meditation with a little bit. I don't want to do long time inner engineering, so it's like the first 10 minutes of my meditation. If I'm doing a 2 hour in the morning, or 2 hour in the evening, or 1 hour in the morning, or 1 hour in the evening, however I'm doing it, initially I want to go with inner engineering. Then I'm going to begin with then I'm going to go deeper with vipassana. Vipassana has two different methods. One is called anapana, which is you're focusing your breath onto a single point, like on the tip of your nose. um, and then vipassana is observing your body sensation. So it's like, depending upon if my mind is calmer, if my mind is focused, if I don't have much thoughts going on, I'm calmer, the foundation is ready, and then I'm going to start vipassana. Otherwise, I'm going to do anapana for more time to get myself into the zone of deeper getting ready for that deeper meditation. And after I'm done with vipassana, I want to finish it with Shambhavi Mahamudra. But I do not want to change any kind of in the method. I don't want to change or add or anything. I'm gonna do methods as it is. I'm not gonna mess with it. There's no way. There's no way that I can change. I can put. There are people who does that. Yeah, there are some effects, but I don't want to get into that. I want to, like, think keep things as they are. They're designed for a specific reason, and yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. And it's definitely a good help, but I'm really waiting for Shambhavi. It's like, finally, because it completes my view for a long time. For a couple of years, I can get into these things. deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper every day. So I might not need much other techniques. I might not need them because I'm good with this subject. It can take me really good in deeper places, and probably do some yoga for some asanas. At least 6 to 8 asanas I have in my mind, which I need to perfect or balance or something. Um, for me to go into deeper meditations. So I don't like to do yoga for postures. Yoga, when I say yoga, I mean it's like postures. For physical purpose, in the sense for physical fitness, and I'm not looking for that. There are certain postures, certain mudras you hold, which can help you to go into deeper states of meditation. And my strength to sit down for longer hours of time depends on how balanced I am in my posture. If I'm really balanced in the posture, I can sit like that for a whole day. But that takes a lot of time to learn. Like if you just sit in a lotus posture or siddhasana posture, if you know how to, like, sit down in it perfectly, uh, then you mastered that one posture. That's good. Like I'm working on it. I don't need to do all the posture. I just need like 4 to 5 where I can sit down and do meditation for a longer period of time. But once we are balanced in one posture, we can sit down for a long time. So these are the things I'm doing with myself, and which in fact helps me to go into deeper states of meditation. Because once you enter one you're beginning entering into how can I say, entering into samadhi, or that level, not deeper samadhi, just the taste of it for, like, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, how much ever that the samadhi period is. Once you are entering that spot, you'll understand the mudras, and because you'll see how your energy is flowing, because your whole body becomes this single energy at the time, and your mudra and the circulation of the energy, you can really feel it at the time. Why they do these mudras, you will see at the time. I wish that it happens to you because it'll blow your mind. Why these postures, why sitting like that, or why all these things, why putting hands like that and connecting the fingers, or whatever, what are these things, and why how it can help us. So a little bit of taste of samadhi will take you there. It'll show you what's going on. So yeah, if you're a beginner, and definitely inner engineering, and if you're medium, like, in the sense, if you're want to go deeper, then definitely go for vipassana. If I were you, I would explore both at given some time between these two. Uh, I wish you all the best. This meditation techniques come to a person for a very good reason. For a very good reason. I didn't even I was not into believing this before, but things happen, and like, it'll change, and yeah. So all the very best to you.